So yes, today in the court, when the Enforcement Directorate officials reached finally with the Delhi Chief Minister after his custody had ended today, they said yes, there are more facts that needs to be confronted to the Chief Minister. But since in PMLA cases, the maximum police custody that can be granted is of 14 days, 10 days have already exhausted, and the investigation is still underway. So the Enforcement Directorate does not want to exhaust all the days in their custody, and hence they had demanded that the Chief Minister should be sent to judicial custody and should be kept inside judicial custody. The visuals that you are now seeing on your screens right now is of the Delhi Chief Minister being taken out from inside the jail cells. Remember, today it's inside the Rouse Avenue Court. Today itself, the Rouse Avenue Court had sent the Delhi Chief Minister to a 15-day police custody. Post that, finally the time has come now that the Delhi Chief Minister is now being taken away from Rouse Avenue Court straight towards the Tihar jail. Remember, the Delhi Chief Minister's lawyers had moved the court today itself, asking the court basically asking the court that he should be allowed to take books such as the Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, and how the Prime Minister decides by journalist Riza Chaudhary. This is a jail van in which the Chief Minister is now being taken away. He will be lodged inside the jail cell, jail number 5. Remember, along with Arvind Kejriwal, there are the other leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party who are also a part of this entire scam, and they have also been lodged inside the Tihar jail. Since the last 3 to 4 days, there have been hectic parlays that have been going inside the Tihar jail, and jail number 5 has specially been sanitized for the Chief Minister, because remember, he is still the Chief Minister. There still are protocols, be it of security protocol or other protocols that needs to be put in place, and that is the reason why over the last few days there has been a constant hectic parlays that have been going on inside the Tihar jail. Today as well, there was a high-level meeting that was headed by the jail superintendent himself that had made sure that the security arrangements and CCTVs that are required to be put in place, that are all working, and the entire area is sanitized. So as we speak, the Chief Minister has been taken away from here. He will be kept inside Tihar jail for the next 15 days. What sources are telling us is that there is a large probability that now, since the Enforcement Directorate's custody has come to an end, the CBI might also try to go ahead and take custody of the Delhi Chief Minister. When will that happen? That is something that remains to be seen, but definitely a big setback for the Aam Aadmi Party, as the court has deemed it fit that the Chief Minister needs to be inside the jail and not out, because remember, in the remand note, it has very clearly been stated by the Enforcement Directorate that he is a very influential person, and he continues to stay outside, then he could actually hamper the investigation in this entire matter. And that is the reason why the Enforcement Directorate deemed it necessary that the Chief Minister should be sent inside the jail cell. Now, over the next few days, as the investigation is underway, what sources within the Enforcement Directorate have told us that they actually want to confront K. Kavita and Arvind Kejriwal face to face, because remember, there is this allegation that both these people had a word, and that is the reason why both of them needs to be confronted. Remember, K. Kavita has also stayed inside the ED custody for 10 days post which she was sent to judicial custody, and today, after the 10 days of custody of the Delhi Chief Minister has ended, he has now been sent to judicial custody. Tihar jail has another high-profile inmate. This time, the Chief Minister of the National Capital has been sent to Tihar jail for the next 15 days. Remember, the Enforcement Directorate had taken custody of the Delhi Chief Minister, saying that he is the kingpin in this alleged liquor policy scam that has been probed by Enforcement Directorate and by CBI as well. Now today, as the custody of Arvind Kejriwal came to an end for the Enforcement Directorate, the 10-day custody that they had been granted by the court, that came to an end. Now the Enforcement Directorate went ahead and asked the court to send Arvind Kejriwal to judicial custody. Now, in PMLA cases, a maximum of 14 days could be given to the agency to actually go ahead and probe the accused. Now, since 10 days have already exhausted, the Enforcement Directorate felt that they will need Arvind Kejriwal's statement and his confrontation in the future as well, and that is the reason why they deemed fit that at least 4 days of time should be in their hand, and hence they asked the court to send the Delhi Chief Minister to judicial custody. Keeping the argument in mind, the court has decided to go ahead and send Arvind Kejriwal to Tihar jail. Now, as the Delhi Chief Minister is reaching Tihar jail, there are other ministers who are lodged in the same jail with him. Ministers like Manish Sisodia, who was the then Excise Minister, Satyendra Jain, who was a part of the group of ministers that had initially made the draft of this entire liquor policy, and also and also other leaders like Sanjay Singh, against whom the accusation is that he was the person who had seen the exchange of rupees 2 crores in his residence itself in cash. And apart from that, K. Kavita as well, who is said to be the kingpin of the South lobby, is also lodged in Tihar jail itself. Now, as the Delhi CM has been asked to be lodged at the Tihar jail, there is specific arrangements that have been made for this high-profile inmate. Remember, the Arvind Kejriwal has still not resigned from his post of the Chief Minister, and hence the security and the other protocols that are in place that still remain very much in place, and hence it becomes the topmost priority of the Tihar administration to make sure that the Chief Minister stays safe while he's still inside with their custody. Now, there are specific arrangements that have been made. Jail number 5 is what sources have told us has specially been sanitized for the Delhi Chief Minister. CCTV cameras have been put in, and it has been made sure by the administration that these cameras are well functioning and are without any malfunction. Apart from that, we know that the other inmates, the other high-profile inmates who have been lodged in Tihar jail, they have been kept in different jail cells from the Chief Minister. For example, Manish Sisodia, who has been inside the Tihar jail for the last more than 1 year, he is lodged inside Tihar's jail number 1, whereas Satyendra Jain, who has been inside the jail for now more than 2 years, is lodged inside jail number 3. Arvind Kejriwal will be kept in the jail number 5, and Sanjay Singh is at jail number 7, is what sources have confirmed to us. Apart from this, K. Kavita is in the women's cell of the Tihar jail. So all these leaders are now inside the Tihar jail cell. Today, once this judicial custody was granted, there was a special application that was moved by the lawyers of Arvind Kejriwal, in which they have gone ahead and asked 3 books to be given to Arvind Kejriwal for reading inside the jail cell. These 3 books are Ramayana, Mahabharata, the Gita, Ramayana, Gita, and the third book was How the Prime Minister Decides by senior journalist Neerja Chaudhary. All these books will be given to the Delhi Chief Minister inside the jail cell. Along with that, he has also asked for a table and chair to be given to him inside the jail, and special medicines and diet that are required by him, since he is highly diabetic and his sugar levels keep fluctuating. There is a specific diet that needs to be given to him. There are specific medicines that are needed to be given to him, and hence this application has been moved by the lawyers of Arvind Kejriwal to make sure that all these facilities are provided to him inside the jail cell. So all of this will be given to the Delhi Chief Minister. It remains to be seen as to how eventually the investigation will pan out. But since the Enforcement Directorate has made sure that this custody has come to an end, what is expected for the Delhi Chief Minister now? It is expected that over the next few days, the Central Bureau of Investigation could also jump into this entire matter and will try to question the Delhi Chief Minister. Because remember, the predicate crime based on which the ECIR was registered by the Enforcement Directorate, that predicate crime was initially registered by the CBI. So hence the CBI is also looking for ways to make sure that they also go ahead and confront the Delhi Chief Minister with the facts in this entire case. When will that happen? That is something that remains to be seen. But over the next few days, that is till April 15, the Delhi Chief Minister is going to stay inside the Tihar jail cell, and post that on April 15, when once again he will be presented in front of the court, it remains to be seen will the court deem fit for the Delhi Chief Minister to stay inside the jail cell, or will they deem fit for him to be let out on bail.